Let's get something clear right from the start. Being a highly attractive man isn't about having abs like Thor or a jawline that could slice glass.
No.
It's not about designer suits, expensive cologne, or even having a six-figure bank account, although those things can help. What women are instinctively drawn to runs much deeper than surface-level stuff. True, lasting magnetic attraction is about energy, presence, how you carry yourself, how you speak, and how you make others feel. You might not be the loudest in the room, but when you enter it, people notice. Not because you're flashy, but because something about you is undeniably magnetic. In today's video, I'm going to break down 7 subtle, but powerful signs that you are a highly attractive man. And trust me, if you recognize these traits in yourself, you're probably turning heads in ways you don't even realize. So let's dive in. Grab a drink, lean in, and take note, because some of these signs will surprise you. 1. You make women nervous, in a good way. Have you ever noticed a woman stuttering a little around you? Or maybe she plays with her necklace, fidgets with her phone, or starts laughing at jokes that aren't even that funny. These aren't random habits. They're subconscious signs of nervous energy, often triggered by attraction. When a woman is around a man she finds deeply appealing, her body starts giving her away before her words do. Her breath may quicken. Her eyes may dart, trying not to get caught staring. She becomes aware of herself in your presence, and that right there is a subtle but powerful indicator that you, my friend, are oozing masculine energy she can't ignore. Attractiveness at this level doesn't come from saying much. It's often about what you don't say, your calm demeanor, the silence you allow, the way you make her feel seen without making her feel pressured. This is key. Attractive men know how to hold space. They let women unravel a little, without judgment, without control. And that's precisely what gets a woman's heart racing. Quick tip. If you often notice women giggling nervously, fixing their clothes, or seeming off around you, it's not because they're weird, it's likely because your presence shakes them a little. That's power. 2. Other men pay attention to you, even if they don't like you. Here's a little-known truth that often goes overlooked. When you're a highly attractive man, it's not just women who notice. You also trigger a response in other men. They may not compliment you or say it out loud. In fact, some might even seem cold, standoffish, or challenge you in subtle ways. But don't mistake that for rejection. It's actually a form of recognition. See, when a man walks into a room and owns his space, without arrogance, without needing approval, other men sense it. It's in his body language, his tone, the relaxed confidence in the way he engages people. That kind of masculinity quietly challenges the status quo. Men either respect it, feel threatened by it, or want to emulate it. And trust me, this kind of response is one of the most powerful indirect indicators that you've stepped into a rare masculine archetype. You know who you are. You don't try to dominate or prove yourself.
And that energy?
It forces other men to either compete or step back. Pro tip. If guys often size you up, go out of their way to engage with you, or challenge you over seemingly minor things, it's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because your presence is loud even when you say nothing. This type of power isn't in flexing, it's in restraint. A truly attractive man doesn't beg to be seen.
He simply is.
And others, men and women, can't help but take notice. 3. Women open up to you emotionally without you forcing it. This is one of the most overlooked yet powerful signs that you're a highly attractive man, and it's not based on your looks. When a woman feels emotionally safe around you, when she finds herself talking about things she never planned to share, you've struck gold. Not because she's just chatty, but because you've tapped into something rare. Let's be honest, women don't open up to every guy. Most men either make her feel judged, interrupted, or simply unheard.
But with you,
she lets her guard down. Not because you're prying, but because your presence is calming. It's non-judgmental. It's masculine and emotionally intelligent. Highly attractive men, real ones, create an environment where women feel like they can be seen without being exposed.
heard without having to yell.
Valued, not for their bodies, but for their truth. And here's the twist. A man who triggers emotional openness in a woman is often 10x more attractive than the guy who's just physically hot.
Why? Because he connects on the level that actually matters.
So if women naturally confide in you, even after just a few conversations, that's not random. That's real magnetism. She tells you about her dreams, her fears, her childhood, her last heartbreak, without you digging. She might even say, "I don't know why I'm telling you this."
That's when you know.
You've stepped into a space that very few men can access.
And once you're in there, that's where true attraction lives.
Not on the surface, but underneath the makeup, the games, and the walls. For other men respect you, even if they don't like you. Let me tell you something most men never realize. You're not just attractive because of how women see you. You're attractive because of how other men react when you walk into the room.
And here's the thing.
A highly attractive man commands respect, even from those who might secretly envy him.
Not every guy will like you. Some will feel threatened. Some will try to compete.
Others might throw shade behind your back. But they won't disrespect you to your face.
Why? Because your energy makes them think twice.
You have presence, not arrogance.
A calm strength. You don't bark to be heard.
You don't need to dominate to feel powerful. You speak when you need to, and when you do, people listen. Women notice this. Instantly. When other men give you space, avoid trying to one-up you, or simply defer to your leadership, it signals something primally attractive.
This man is respected in the tribe.
Even if they don't say it out loud, women pick up on this dynamic.
It's in the silence.
In the way people treat you when you're not trying to prove anything. You'll find that guys rarely interrupt you, mimic your tone, or try to clown you. And even if they don't like you personally, they'll still avoid crossing your boundaries.
That's not fear, it's respect.
And let's be clear, this doesn't mean being the loudest, the toughest, or the richest in the room.
It means you have an internal code, and you live by it. You stand for something.
You don't bend easily. And you're not afraid to be alone if it means keeping your dignity. That's the kind of strength women feel before you ever say a word.
And guess what?
It makes them want to be seen by you, approved by you, desired by you. Because your respect isn't easily won.
And that, my dear, is magnetic.
5. You have sexual discipline, and it shows. Let's talk about something most men don't realize is sexy.
Sexual discipline. Yep. You heard me. Not how much sex you can get, but how much sex you can walk away from.
There is something deeply alluring, even intimidating, about a man who can control his desires.
He's not thirsty. He's not chasing.
And he damn sure isn't drooling every time a woman flashes cleavage or bats her lashes. Instead, he's calm, grounded, unmoved. Because he understands something most men don't. Just because I can, doesn't mean I should. Now let's get psychological for a second. Women are biologically wired to seek strong providers, emotional safety, and selective mating partners. A man who can have sex but chooses not to unless it's meaningful sends a huge subconscious signal. If I choose you, it's intentional.
It means something. That's the difference.
Most men seek validation through sex. Attractive men offer validation through their sexual attention, and that's rare. Women are dying to feel chosen by a man who doesn't need to choose anyone.
That's the secret.
That's why they can't stop thinking about that one guy who didn't take the bait. The one who looked her up and down and smiled, but kept walking.
Phew. Here's how it shows. You're not easily tempted. You're not eager to prove you can get her.
You let her flirt, and then you decide if she's worth your time. Your energy says, I'm not here for the quick win.
I'm here for something unforgettable. And what does that do? It makes you unforgettable.
Because you're not just giving off the, I want sex vibe. You're giving off the, I know how to blow your mind. But only if you earn it vibe.
That's what makes women chase you.
That's what separates the boys from the men. 6. You're comfortable in silence. Stillness is your superpower. Okay. Real talk. You know what's sexier than a man who always knows what to say? A man who knows he doesn't have to say anything at all.
That's right. Stillness. Silence. Presence.
These aren't signs of shyness or awkwardness. They're signs of emotional control, grounded masculinity, and yes, sexual confidence. Let me explain why this is a major sign you're a highly attractive man. Most guys try to fill every second of silence with chatter. They're uncomfortable when things get quiet. So they talk, over-talk, joke nervously, ramble.
And guess what? That screams insecurity. But a truly attractive man? He's unbothered.
He can sit across from a woman in total silence, just gazing at her, comfortable in his own skin. His energy speaks louder than his words.
I don't need to entertain you. My presence is enough. And that drives women crazy.
Because in the silence, she starts to feel.
She notices his calm, his confidence.
She starts leaning in, trying to figure him out.
The mystery becomes the seduction. Now let's take it deeper.
When a man is comfortable in silence, he's not seeking validation. He's not trying to prove his worth through stories or charm or status.
He's simply there, present, grounded, watching, listening, owning the moment. And women feel that, not just mentally, physiologically.
Her heart rate may increase.
Her breath may shorten. Why?
Because she senses the sexual tension, the masculine energy, the mental control.
Here's what it looks like in action.
You take your time before you speak. You pause and look into her eyes when she talks. You don't rush to fill the space. You let the tension simmer.
And let me be clear,
that kind of man doesn't just have sex. He builds anticipation so intense, she feels like she's already been touched, without you ever laying a hand on her. That's how powerful silence can be.
So next time you're with her, don't rush the moment. Don't jump to impress.
Just be still and watch how she responds. 7. You have direction and purpose. Your life is bigger than chasing her. Let me let you in on one of the most powerful truths about female attraction. A man who is fully locked in on his purpose.
Who has vision. Who wakes up with a mission. That man doesn't have to chase. He attracts.
Women are biologically wired to desire men who are going somewhere. Men with ambition, direction, and standards. And when a woman sees you focused on your goals, building your body, your career, your craft, your mindset,
she starts to feel something magnetic. It's not always about your looks. It's not even just about your money. It's about your momentum.
Here's the catch though, most guys mess this up.
They make a woman their whole world.
They drop everything when she calls. They slow their grind because they want more time with her.
But here's the truth.
The more you make her your priority, the less of a priority you become.
That's not because she doesn't care.
It's because attraction isn't logical, it's primal. And women are drawn to a man who is self-sufficient, who doesn't orbit around her, but rather invites her into his already fulfilling world.
Let me say this in plain terms.
If you want to be the man that women crave, not just date, you need to live like a man whose life is already full.
That means you've got a routine. You have things you're building, business, body, mindset. You have friends, goals, hobbies.
You're not waiting around for her texts or adjusting your identity to impress her.
You're grounded, focused, magnetic. Now watch this dynamic unfold.
She texts you, and you don't reply instantly, not because you're playing games, but because you're genuinely busy building. She asks, "Wanna hang out tonight?" But you have to reschedule because your gym, your work, or your purpose comes first. At first, she might act annoyed.
But inside, she respects it. She wants in.
Because now, you're the prize.
You're no longer trying to earn her attention.
You're choosing whether or not she's worthy of joining your life. And that's the ultimate attractive energy. So don't ever shrink yourself to fit into a relationship. Grow yourself so big that only the right women can even reach your level. Because when your purpose is crystal clear, women won't just want you. They'll chase you. So, let's recap, kings. Here are the 7 powerful signs that you are a highly attractive man. 1. You command respect without words. 2. You don't flinch at female tests. 3. You understand emotional mastery. 4. You lead with sexual confidence, not just performance. 5. You don't need external validation. 6. You're comfortable in silence. 7. You have direction and purpose. Every single one of these traits isn't about being loud, flashy, or perfect. It's about being rooted, self-aware, and magnetic through your energy, actions, and intentions.
You don't become this man overnight. But if you can embody even a few of these traits consistently, you'll stop chasing women. Because they'll start lining up to get your attention. Now over to you. Which of these 7 signs hit home for you the most? And which one do you want to master starting today? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading all of them. Until next time,
stay grounded, stay confident, and always remember, you are the prize.